everybody, this is Susan Greif of Art Men's Hearts, and we are here today live, Thursday Thoughts at 3. And
this is
I'm here with Jacqui.
Hi, Jacqui Atcheson. We are back from holiday, and we are touching on a really very sensitive topic today for us. Hi, Amy. How are you? Today is Holocaust Remembrance Day. Susan and I are both second-generation Holocaust survivors. And Susan, give a quick summary of your parents.
Well, my parents are both from Poland. My father was 10 years old when the war broke out, and his family escaped to Russia during the war. And my mother was born in the Warsaw Ghetto, which is very rare that she should have survived at that time. No babies survived. So I am totally lucky. They also escaped to Russia during that time, and there's like lots of little stories in between. We don't have time for that. But, you know, what I learned from them are survival skills and the meaning of our culture and why we need to keep it and keep it strong. And to never forget.
Never forget. That is very true. And my father and his family also were from a little town in Poland, very similar to the shtetl of Fiddler on the Roof, if everybody's watched that. And they were on the Russian-Polish border, and eventually was in the forest, like in Bialystok army, and got caught and ended up in Russia in labor camps. And they actually made it out intact, mother, father, and children, and met up after the war, which seems to be a very unusual story and very fortunate. So what is today, as far as Holocaust Remembrance Day? I'll speak for myself. I never wanted to believe that this could happen again as a child. My father was very adamant that it could, that he said Pledge of Allegiance to his flag in Poland as a nationalistic thing, having nothing to do with religion, exactly the way I did as a child in America, and many of us here. Susan, I'm sure the same thing, right?
Yeah, you know what, it's, you know, I think what's really affecting me, as well as so many other people who are second-generation survivors like we are, is that there's been a buildup of a rise in anti-Semitic crime lately. I was just watching the news. It's like 55% nationwide and 105% just here in the New York City area. So yeah, it viscerally affects us because there is that intergenerational post-traumatic stress disorder, and we believe that you know, these things can happen again. So you know, we're here to create awareness, and for all of us who are watching, who are children survivors or grandchildren survivors, and it's not just, you know, never forget, but you know, we need to speak up. We can't be quiet the way we used to be quiet.
No.
We need to unite and create a community where we need to shout out what we are feeling.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we have, you know, Black Lives Matter got together because they felt oppressed, and you know, and there's and Palestinians are getting because they feel oppressed. So we also need to get together because there is something going on now across
Mm-hmm.
the country and across Europe as well.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Yeah.
you know, with the synagogues in
Pittsburgh.
Pittsburgh.
For me, I'm just going to interject for a moment. For me, this, as hard as it's been my whole life, because I never wanted to believe my father. I wanted to believe in the good of humanity. And father-daughter lesson, the craziest part of how history comes back to repeat itself, not just what I'm telling you or Susan as what is newsworthy, but for me personally. My parents moved to California 10 years ago, in 1986. My parents were one of the founders of the Chabad of Poway that literally just got hit with the terrorist attack on Saturday, which happened to be my father's 10-year yahrzeit, or date of his anniversary of his passing. How, I don't even know how to explain what that did for me. Dr. K, Lori Kay's husband, was my father's physician. Rabbi Goldstein was in our home all the time. He was there when my father passed. They came for Passover because it was the end, and he brought all the men, and they danced and they sang for my father. We were all there. Gave him his last touch and feeling of Judaism. I never saw him smile like that. It was an amazing experience, and on his 10-year yahrzeit this happened, to a Holocaust survivor, to a founder of this synagogue. And And it is just so very, it got really personal for me. Not that it wasn't always, but when it touches you, it's like what 9/11 did for me as an American, and I worked downtown when that happened. These things are just so difficult to deal with, but Susan is right. It's time to speak up a little more actively and not expect other people to do it for us. There's the Holocaust Museum. There's in New York. There's in Washington. There's Yad Vashem. There are places all over. If you have $5 in your pocket, give to these causes. They keep these memories alive. They make it part of history. No one can tell us that this didn't happen. It happened.
Right, and I think it's important because if you're not educated, you listen to what the propaganda is, that, Holocaust never happened, that many Jews were not killed, and this is all propaganda. And it's important for us to fight propaganda. It's important for you to get together with your community, with your Jewish community center, with your temple, with your schools. Teach your children about the Holocaust. There was a video, I forgot the name, wonderful, wonderful woman. She did a video a couple years ago. She interviewed students in both in Penn State and University of Pennsylvania, and she asked students, what do you know about the Holocaust? And really, no kid knew it, only for one kid that was interviewed, and that was because it was mandated. She's from New York, and it was mandated to educate your children about Holocaust in just about, I think, 6 states. I don't remember exactly, but yes, she fought it, and she got Pennsylvania to mandate Holocaust studies, and we need to learn from it. It's not just as Jews; we need to learn from it for genocide, and to teach others to love each other and the consequences of their actions. So,
that's our topic today.
That's our topic today. I'm sorry to make it so deep, but you know what? It is
dear to our hearts.
It is Yom HaShoah. We are children survivors. We do have that intergenerational post-traumatic stress disorder. We are hyper aware of what's going on because it has affected us personally. And there is ancestral trauma, and it's not just our ancestral. Everybody going through their own culture has their own ancestral trauma. So, I just want to say hi to the people who checked in.
Absolutely.
So hi to Amy and Jaime.
Hi, Mo. Shalom. We got you there. We got you covered.
And thank you for welcoming us back. Thank you. Hi, Joan. So nice to see you here.
Rebecca, thank you.
Rebecca,
Paul.
our cheerleader. And Paul, thank you. And Angela, yes, I know your parents are survivors. I'm sure you can understand how we're feeling. Thanks, Renee, for watching. And Elise, thank you for watching.
You guys have been awesome. Thank you for checking in with us. We really appreciate it. Rebecca, thank you.
Thank you. So horrible, such tragedy, so special. Same time to be able to have these memories. We are very fortunate. We have wonderful memories too of that our parents survived, and they taught us the lessons of survival. And and how lucky are we that we have these skills and we are on top of things, and we do try to protect and do what they've taught us. And
that's the next conversation.
Yes.
What do children of Holocaust survivors learn about survival for themselves?
Exactly.
Tools that nobody else knows.
Do you have a passport ready to pick up and leave in case you had to leave?
Yes.
Totally. Who here, if you have a passport ready to leave at the moment, if you're a child of survivors and you have a passport ready, give us a wave, because I'm sure we're not the only ones. And hi, Doreen. Hi, Elise says, I'm in Newport Beach, and I can't get over how many people never heard of the Holocaust. These are educated college students. I know. Isn't that crazy, Elise? That's crazy. And Rebecca, thank you. You're so sweet, too.
Thank you. So are you. Absolutely. So, we don't want to go on and on. I think we've discussed it to the point that you guys are good. If you pick this up on the replay, if you have any comments, if anybody going forward has a topic they would like us to discuss, because we have many, but we'd like to know what you would like to hear. And we're going to be getting back our guests shortly. We're just gathering ourselves back since Passover and being away, and this weekend threw us for a loop a little bit too.
And if you have an inspiring story, if you like to share something with us, if you'd like to be highlighted, message us. We can highlight you and share your message with other people. And thank you all for tuning in. And remember, educate. Get your community together. We need to be united as a group so that our voices are louder. So anyway, everybody have a great...
What's your call to action,
my call
Susan?
to action. My call to action. My company name is Art Men's Hearts. I use art as a way of of seeing our subconscious and see what the traumas that keep us feeling paralyzed, powerless, panic, and in pain, you can email me at artmanshearts@gmail.com or check out my website at artmanshearts.com. Oh, by the way,
Yes, Susan.
I got a really, really great event coming up. Save June 2nd, 92nd Street Y, because I am on a panel with as one of the two daughters of Holocaust survivors, and we will be speaking with two daughters of German descent, and how we can mend hearts.
Exactly.
We all work with ancestral trauma, and how we can open the bridge and connect with each other and forgive.
Absolutely. I think it's going to be a wonderful event, and I can't wait
you.
to go. This is Jacqui Atcheson, certified divorce coach and founder at Better Path to Divorce, and I too work with people going through traumas and recently started working with widows as well. So it is not just for divorce. I help people in so many ways, and I don't even want to go through it all now. She does her art. Everybody's got their way, but if anybody thinks they need a little help, we both offer complimentary consultations.
Yes.
And I can be reached at Jacqui, and that's JACQUI, at betterpathtodivorce.com, and that is also the name of my website. So check it out and reach out to us for comments, thoughts, concerns, if you want to be highlighted, if there's any topics. And we look forward to seeing you all next week. And thank you so much for being with us today.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Have a
And
great
again,
day. And
think about a little something you could do for Holocaust survivors or the museums or
Yeah.
something to keep this alive.
actually, there's a wonderful woman. Her name is Goldie, and she just sent me a link. I'm going to post this link. It's about helping those very poor Holocaust survivors. So even if you can't speak up, at least help out in a quiet way. So I will give you the link. I will post the link under this page. So feel free to, help out.
Help out.
All
Take care,
right.
guys.
Peace
Peace
out.
out.